Hi and welcome to all the racing enthusiasts around the globe joining us for this pre-recorded show. We are recording early on Thursday morning, and this is for the Friday meeting, the 26th of April. So take note of the final declarations on Friday morning. On the line, our resident expert, and that's none other than Grant Paddock, who usually tips us the winners and points us in the right direction. So let's greet Grant. Grant, how are you doing? And then looking at the card, you are saying it looks to be Alan Greef, Richard Fourie Day.
Yeah, morning Sheldon, morning punters. Yeah, it does look one of those Alan Greef, Richard Fourie benefit days, but hopefully the other trainers can get a blow in as well.
Right, let's get straight into the action for the opener, where the red-hot favourite is number 8, Fire Alarm, and this filly's a daughter of Fire Away, Richard Fourie and Alan Greef. They'll be looking to open up the batting after running third to Magical River first time out. That was over 1,200 metres. On this occasion, the extra 200 metres?
Yeah, Sheldon, listen, given a very soft introduction to racing, very, very nice filly. Looked a nice filly in the parade ring. Definitely come on from that. And I must tell you, this is a very, very shallow field. This, all due respect to the rest, we'll start off with the Richard Fourie and Greef combination to take the win. And the guys who want to try and get a little bit of money, the straight exacta 8 from 7 is the way to go. The rest of these horses really need to pick up and improve to feature. There's one newcomer, Hirsti Dung, from the Sharon Kotzen yard, and it doesn't have to be too good to run into the money here, but I think they're going to be chasing shadows. Fire Alarm to win and to win well.
Just of note, race 1, number 6, Blueberry Blue is the first casualty. So Blueberry Blue is a non-starter. So number 8, Fire Alarm, trading at around 6 and 7 to 10. That's the one they all have to beat in the first. And then we have number 7, Can't Say No, at 28 to 10. Let's move on to race number 2 as we page over into the second race. 1,000 metres the distance, and once again an odds-on favourite in the form of number 4, Havana Grey. Once again, Richard Fourie and Alan Greef, so they'll be looking for the first double on the card. A Grey, daughter of Heavenly Blue. Now looked a touch unlucky when nabbed on the post first time out.
Yeah, Tony Green is that beat her, Sheldon. She was very, very green going to the start, but she jumped out, showed a lot of pace, ran the turn extremely well, and was only run down very, very late by Gavin Smith Colt. Back against the fillies. I know it's an open maiden. She's got 58 on her back. She's probably rated slightly higher than most of these horses in this race in any case. I take her to win and to win very well. She shows a lot of speed. There's another speed horse in the race. Bellatrice will go out there and try and from draw 1 with the apprentice on. That could be a little bit of a danger, and Sunset Raw. But once again, this is another Greef and Fourie speciality. I think they'll take Havana Grey to win this and win well. Sunset Raw, Bellatrice, horses to chase them home. And then Gotcha Buzz ran kind of off race last week. I see they're backing it up quite soon after that. Raymond back on the poly. That might suit the 1,000 metres and could run into the back end of quartets. But once again, Havana Grey, very strong.
Now, talking about open maidens, race number 3 over 1,600. The first 2 races we have odds-on favourites. The third race, the betting tells the tale. They're betting 3 to 1 the field. And looking at the structuring of the weights, number 1 with Richard Fourie has the 61 kilograms. And then you go to a horse like number 10, Millennium Dancer, 52 minus the 4, so around about 48 kgs. You've gone with 7, 8 and 10.
Yeah, Sheldon, I've brassed the favourite here once again, the one horse, as well as the 3 horse, actually. I don't think that they will get the mile. Sikadale will get the mile, but she really doesn't seem to be enjoying the poly at all. She'll probably wait for her to get onto the grass and over slightly further. I've gone for the bottom weight here, Millennium Dancer, carrying no weight on her back. I think it's a very good move to get the F4 claiming apprentice on. I must say, Nervin Nastid has really improved his riding since he's moved to Johannesburg, and well done for him. Sundrop and My True Love have got to be big runners as well. Sundrop holding solid form, probably the biggest danger to the 10, and My True Love is a very good place accumulator horse. So I'm going 10, 7 and 8 for me in that race, and then maybe fill up with Venetian Moonlight or Royal Venus in the quartet.
Then we move on to race number 4. Now, when looking at this event over 1,000 meters, once again, not a cut and dried event. It's a 68 handicap for the fillies and mares. And I see you've taken no chances and you've thrown in a couple of runners here. And I think that could be the right route. But let's start off with number 3, Fairy Trip from the Kelly Mitchley stable. Tell us a bit about some equipment changes and how she's doing back home. She's just had the one run there locally.
Yeah, Sheldon, she just needed her first outing. They've taken the blinkers off. She worked very well without the blinkers on. Second run, yeah, I prefer to have a look at the first 2 runs when they come from Durban, and the third run's normally their best. The horse to beat yet, undoubtedly, the Alan Creerforce Executor. She's very, very good on the poly. Her last poly 1,000 run, she ran second in a plated race to Paris Lash, who came out and won again. It was a very, very good run. And a big respect for number 5, to Cold Truth. I remember when Richard won on this filly, he really gave her a good mentioning and said it's a filly that to follow on the surface. So those 3 fillies definitely for me, 2, 3 and 5. I think they'll run in that order, and it's not too difficult. I don't think there'll be anything else in that race.
That'll take us on to race number 5 as we move on to the second half of the program. This is a classified stakes over 1,200 meters, where number 1, Seattle Ripper, number 2, Exhale, and number 5, Georgie George, they all rated the same, ahead of number 2, Graduation Time, and number 10, Duke of Orange. Looking at your selections, you're going with number 1, Seattle Ripper, number 2, Graduation Time, and also number 6, Joyous Jubilee.
Yeah, Sheldon, a nice kind of a race this. I think the favourite here is the 4, Forest Spy. He hasn't done much on poly, so I'm going to look past him. Exhale, the Creerforce, been running over much further, and this is definitely going to be too sharp. They're going to go quick here. This horse, my first pick, definitely Joyous Jubilee, won a very good race last time out, wasn't punished too badly, and from a good draw, front-running tactics, Raymond up. The stables hit a little bit of form, and I think Joyous Jubilee is going to take all the beating here. Graduation Time, another big runner with Louis up, a horse that likes to get out and get going. And Seattle Ripper ran a nice race last time out, with a bit of a bit more conservative ride. He could definitely run into the money. I make it between Joyous Jubilee and Graduation Time, but in the pick sixes you need to add in Seattle Ripper. This horse, Georgie George and Duke of Orange, they have to go in as well.
Next up will be race number 6, and we're talking about the Alan Creef and Richard Ferree Benefit Day. They got a horse called My Best Shot, so they'll come out all guns blazing on the day, and that's currently at 12-10. Number 5, Windsock, 9-2. Destiny's Angel, number 2, is 6-1, with number 4, Scampton, and then number 1, Pashton Wally at 8-1. 12-1 and better the rest. Let's start off with the favourite, the 2-year-old Chestnut Colt, the son of Fire Away, My Best Shot. Now won the maiden in an absolute canter, jumping onto the poly for the first time.
Yeah, well, that's always a question mark. A young horse, last time out he won a very good race. He got a unbelievably soft lead and they quickened away, and the front runners never challenged him. So he won a good race. He won a very good race stepping up to the 1400. This is a complete different kettle of fish. You're not going to get a soft lead in a race like this with a couple of horses, especially this horse Scampton. I know he's from your side, and he can really get along up front. So not going to get any soft leads on Friday, there's no doubt. So I'm probably looking at horses that would like to run on. This horse Windsock is holding some really solid form, got the claimer on, and Captain's Walk doesn't know how to run a bad race. If they go quick enough, he could run them down late. So I've gone 5, 6 and 9 in no particular order, and you have to add in Scampton being a solid front runner.
So on to race number 7 we'll go, which is over 1,600 meters, and the early time of recording, number 4 United Express will stay in the box. So Richard Ferree at this stage will not win race number 7. United Express, he'll be giving the rest of the opposition a chance to shine here. So let's just get that confirmed. Yes, United Express is scratched, and that means number 9 Essential, Kelly Mitchley and Samanga Kamalo, they are the new favourite at 3-1. Number 9 Essential, daughter of William Longsword, winning well the last time out, and looking at the form, yet to put the hooves on the poly, but only had the one local run. How do you summarise race number 7, Grant?
Yeah, with the scratching of United Expresses really has opened it up. I'm a big believer in post-maiden runs. I like to watch them. But this horse, Essential, I think she's going to win a couple of races in Port Elizabeth. There's no doubt. She won in very, very well. She beat a horse called Crystal Maiden by 3 1/4. That came out and won by 8 in its next start, albeit it was in the maidens. But they have got a line through horse Bow Colour that got beat ahead by United Express, and this filly's way better than that. I do think she's a massive runner. I do think she can win a race like this, but it has opened up. This filly Jam ran a very, very good race last time out. Nice soft ride, first run back in PE. Back in the mile, Apprentice Claymon, got to be a runner as well. Aerial View doesn't know how to run a bad race. I'm a bit concerned with Idita going the mile. I'm not sure if she gets a mile. I really don't think so. Maybe on the maybe a poly mile. But and then Unyielding's also another horse that comes right into the play. But for me, I'm going to go against what I normally say is post-maiden runs. I'm going for Essential to beat Aerial View and Jam in this race, Sheldon.
Right, Grant, on to race number 8, and you were mentioning earlier in the day you like to see them have their 2 runs before you put your neck on the line, and this horse number 8, Harold the Duke, will fit that bill. Had the 2 runs your side of the woods, third to Storm Commander, and then a second to Puerto Plata, Samanga Kamalo, Kelly Mitchell, the last 2 favourites on the day?
Yeah, 100%. I really do like this horse. I did a bit of work with him over the weekend and in last week when they were away at the sales, and he really put up some very decent work. He looks amazing, I must be honest with you. Got one little quirk, doesn't seem to want to jump on terms. These are 2200. He's got a decent draw. He holds Puerto Plata 2 lengths, 2 kilograms for a quarter of a length, and on that alone, I think he'll run in front of him, as well as he's got a decent draw of 5, where Puerto Plata is drawn out in the sticks at 12. Juan Carlos probably going to enjoy the drop back in class. Great Affair ran a very good race in a black type race last time out, but he's also drawn in the sticks, and the poly short straight's not going to suit him. Yeah, I really do like Harold the Duke, and I'm going to take, I think the form line will stand up. So Harold the Duke from Puerto Plata, Great Affair, and Juan Carlos.
Just on a lighter note, you said you were doing some work with number 8, Harold the Duke. Were you giving him the gallop in the morning, or were your feet firmly on the ground, Grant?
No, boy, those days are over. No, feet firmly on the ground. Just but he really is in a good space. He looks incredibly well, and he put up some really decent work. I think he's a massive runner on Friday.
Well, you got the eye for it, so we're going to stick with you, number 8, Harold the Duke, and hopefully the Kelly Mitchley stable with Samanga Kamalo, they can fire away the last double. Well, that brings to an end the 8-race program. So, Grant, we're going to bring up your suggested bets for the day, and for all your legion of followers out there, they'll be following very closely. If you can take us through your selections, please.
Thank you, Sheldon. My best bet, race 1, number 8, Fire Alarm. My value bet, race 4, number 3, Fairy Trip. And my suggested bet, the bipod, goes as follows. We open up with a banker in number 8, by banker 4, by 7, 8, and 10, by 2, 3, 5, by 1, 2, 6, by 5, 6, 9 for 81 Rand.
Well, thank you very much, Grant. Absolutely wonderful having you on the line, and a real pleasure. Have a wonderful day's racing and a wonderful weekend ahead.
Thank you very much, Sheldon, and good luck to the punters tomorrow. Goodbye.
Well, there you go. Good luck to the punters, and that's where we're going to leave it.